detailing, exporting, and importing details. Picking up where we left off, 2103. Let's save as. This is 2104 again. All right, we'll do another save as, and this is complete. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about importing and exporting details. And we'll save that. So this is really quite a big issue because you don't just want details to be static. A lot of times you use them between projects or even pieces of them are used. So there's some options here. Number one, what you can do is take a group like we've worked on, and I can click on my group that I've done. I can right click and then I can go to Save Group, go to my class files directory. We're just going to do same as group name. So it's going to be called Eve Detail 2D. Okay, so that's one. Right, so we've saved that Eve Detail 2D. Now, how do we get that into another project? Well, if we just test that out, we're going to go to the big R, the application menu. We'll go New Project. And let's try to bring in a few things from this particular project that we're working on. So I'll just say OK to whatever template it is. Now, what you can do is go to the Insert menu, and we've talked about this earlier, but let's talk about it again. Loading as a group. You can load a Revit file as a group. So if I go to the RAC 2012, I'm just going to scroll down and try to find that Eve Detail 2D. That's it. We'll open that up, say OK. And now we should have that as a detail group. It actually brought in all those other groups as well because those are nested in this one. Now, if I were to just drag and drop that onto my screen, hit escape a couple times. Now, the scale is slightly too big. Just go to 1/2 inch. Still too big, but you can get the picture that it's brought in that detail from another project. What about the actual detail view? Maybe we did other things that we didn't group. They're in the drafting view. So what do we do to bring in drafting views? Well, we can click on this right here. This is Insert from File, and you can insert views from a file. You just have to find the file. So we'll find the latest one we've been working on right there, and we'll say open that up. And then you can bring in the drafting view. But not only that, you can bring in sheets. You can bring in schedules. You can bring in drafting views. So I'm going to just check all and say OK. And then say OK. So now what I have in this view is I even have my sheets in there. OK, I have my drafting view is in there. I can drag and drop that, and I have my typical Eve detail. That's how you can transfer details and groups between projects. I'm just going to close that down. This is just an example to talk about how to import and export details. Good, so we'll save that, shut that down.